Well guys, it is race day yet again and I am excited. So welcome back to Ruby Raceway guys, our 12 driver double elimination race and winner takes all. That is right, all the cars you see racing in today's episode are going to be going head to head, and the ultimate winner of this race takes home all of the cars you see, including a hauler that goes with one of the trucks. Now that is a super cool and just makes things exciting. I mean, 12 drivers putting everything they have into these customs to go into Ruby Raceway's 1 mile track. Oh yeah, this is going to be exciting. So let's go ahead and introduce these drivers. We have Iggy from Sally 66 staying in this beautiful 65 Mustang 2+2, coming in at 63 grams. Then followed up in a heavier car, 65 gram Lycan Hypersport driven by Rodney Davis. Beautiful black custom right here. And then followed up with Bruce Zolo's monster Volkswagen Beetle. This car performed top notch in the first race. And of course it is 65 grams. And then coming in the lighter scale, we have a 48 gram square body Chevy driven by Manny's Custom Garage. Just super slammed and super sleek, gotta love it. And then Mustang Hunter diecast coming in the Track Patrol Custom 2005 Mustang. Huge blower, huge wing, lightweight, 47 grams. Then Zachary Oliver coming in the John Wick of the 69 Boss 302 62 gram Mustang. And then followed up we have Eddie P in the 427 Shelby kit car. Such a beautiful setup. And of course 63 grams in this one. King Nut Diecast shows up in a 43 gram Skyline old school JDM right here to represent. And then we have Eddie G in the 68 Nova. The flame work on this is just phenomenal. Of course 62 grams on that Chevy, and then 62 grams to match up with the 70 Mach 1 driven by Phil Tudor in this beautiful purple and silver paint job. And then we have Mill Ticket Raceway, the legend himself with his crazy builds of his track, coming in the number 3 at 64 grams. And then Caliber Customs right here in the GMC Cyclone wide body, which had issues last go around because those fenders were just a little too wide for the track. And I don't think we got that problem solved in this one. All right, here we go. As usual, test runs. We have 2 Mustangs that do our test runs up and down the track just to make sure everything is okay. If you guys haven't noticed, we have a S550 running with the 2005 concept, and that's only because MHD took hold of the Track Patrol car and used it for his own race in this tournament. So that's why we brought in the S550, which you can see is clearly not fast enough to keep up with that Hot Wheels Mustang right there. So we're gonna have Phil going up against Iggy in the first race, and then followed up by Zachary going up against Bruce in the second race, and then we will advance into the loser bracket and start going through each one of those drivers. Now the winners will advance, and of course the losers from the first 2 races will drop down into this bracket going up against drivers from here. And let's see. First race, we have Phil versus Iggy. Now, rumor has it these 2 guys are friends, and apparently Phil helped Iggy build this 65 Mustang. Now, can the teacher outperform the student, or is the student going to outperform the teacher? Let's see, Mustang versus Mustang, 69 or 70 versus the 65. Let's see, here we go, Mach 1 getting a good lead, but Iggy's right there, just not enough to reel him in. So the 70 Mach 1 still outperforming with a little bit modern technology in there. Now, Iggy looks a little shaken, but he doesn't look like he's gonna give up just yet. Now, he does not want that 65 to fall too far behind. You can see the torque on that Mach 1. Look at the lead he's getting. He's still pulling on him, getting about a 1.5 car length against Iggy. So there we go. Phil's going to advance. Iggy's gonna drop down to the loser bracket. We're gonna have Bruce going up against Zachary in the 69 Mustang. Now that monster Beetle is fast, guys. Don't sleep on it. It is a big body, really heavy casting here. Let's see, Volkswagen takes a good lead, but the 69 reels him in at the end, just like John Wick would. I mean, he just John Wicked that Volkswagen Beetle. So here we go, man. Zachary took the first one. Let's see if Bruce can hold him off. I mean, that Volkswagen has some torque off the line, but it looks like the top end on that 69 is definitely pulling him in. Here we go again. Answering back, Zachary takes it. Bruce falls into the loser bracket. Now we're gonna have Eddie G versus Eddie P Now Eddie P is in the Shelby, Eddie G is in the Nova. Who's gonna win out of the two Eddies? I don't know, but we got some Chevy love, Chevy fans out there rooting for him. I'm going for the Shelby, but it looks like Eddie G takes the first race. Man, look at that. Oh, and Eddie P's hood pops open. Looks like you need some hood pins for that one. Here we go. You don't want that hood flying off as you're racing against that Chevy. Here we go. Let's see. Shelby takes a good lead at the end, but of course that Nova just takes the top end. So it looks like Eddie G's advancing. Eddie P falls off. All right, Manny's Custom Garage in his square body Chevy going up against a Lycan Hypersport. That is old school versus definitely modern age hypercar right here. Now let's see. Oh yeah, Lycan Hypersport putting some gappage on that truck. Poor Manny, man. He just set in the brackets. I mean, you got a square body going up against a hypercar like this. I mean, I kind of feel bad for Manny. I mean, this is kind of an unfair race right here, but hey, it is what it is. You are racing what you built. And I mean, look at the advantage that Lycan has and the distance he put on Manny. So there we go. It looks like Manny's advancing, and it's going to be Meal Ticket Raceway versus Mustang Hunter DIECAST. Oh man, here we go. Meal Ticket. If you have not checked out his social media, definitely check out his track. It is amazing, but not as amazing as that lead he put on MHD. That was just too embarrassing. Like, he made Mustang Hunter look like he was in, I don't know, maybe a lawnmower of a car. With that huge motor, that Mustang is not hanging in with that car that Meal Ticket sent in. Check out that just lead. Wow. All right, so Meal Ticket advances, and MHD is out. Now we're going to have King Nut going up against Caliber in the GMC Cyclone wide body. Now, last time his fenders were rubbing. I don't know if he has that same issue on here, but I don't know. King Nut might have this one. Yep, there we go. It looks like he's still having fender issues on the track. King Nut takes this one, and it looks like he didn't even make it across the finish line on this one. First one, he was able to at least cross the finish line. Now here we go. Let's see, round two. King Nut might have this one in the bag. As beautiful as that Cyclone is, the fenders is what's really hindering the truck, and I just feel really bad. But King Nut advances. Looks like Caliber falls off. So here we go. Eddie G. Eddie G's going up against Rodney. Let's see, 68 Nova going up against a Lycan Hypersport. What the outcome is, we're just gonna have to see, guys. Here we go. Looks pretty equal, and the 68 Nova did not disappoint. I was not expecting that. Eddie G's Chevy annihilated that Lycan Hypersport. I mean, he had some good distance. He was starting to pull even longer. If the track was even longer, probably would have put a greater lead on him. But here we go, starting out pretty even. Rodney is right there and just clears him, and Eddie G takes the win for that one. Now, Meal Ticket Raceway is going up against King Nut DIECAST Skyline versus, I want to say that's a Monte Carlo. Nobody has confirmed that yet. Meal Ticket hasn't either, but we're going to go ahead and say the number 3 going up against King Nut, and here we go, reels King Nut in. Gave him some hope at the beginning because the launch on that Skyline was definitely better than the number 3. But let's see if King Nut can get some good traction over Meal Ticket, because that car is definitely reeling him in. Oh yeah, no, he didn't even give King Nut a chance and just took that one, at least by 3, maybe 4 car lengths. And here we go, we're gonna have Iggy versus Eddie G. 65, see, he needs to redeem himself on this one. Can he do it? I don't know. That 68 Nova performs very well. Very close race. Look at that. It is neck to neck, but Eddie G took him by a fender. Now that is what we call racing, guys. Iggy is not letting off. He is not letting that loss earlier ruin the rest of his racing. Check it out. Good fender lead right there. Can he answer back? And Eddie takes the point. Or no, not Eddie. Iggy. Iggy takes the point and ties it up 1-1. Who's going to win this one? Is it going to be the Mustang, or is it going to be the Nova? Let's see. Here we go. Good start for both of them. Super close, and oh, It is Eddie G taking the win. Wow, that was close. Now Meal Ticket has to go up against the Monster Bug over here, driven by Bruce Zolo. Let's see. All right, good takeoff for Meal Ticket, and just made that buggy look slow. We've never seen that buggy perform like that. Typically, he goes up against another driver and really shows the difference between the power of that Volkswagen, but looks like Meal Ticket's car is faster than we think. Here we go, pretty squared off, but no, he falls back behind, giving that win to Meal Ticket Raceway. And it looks like he will be going up against Eddie G in the next race, guys. These are going to be the final races next week. Then we're going to have Phil going up against Zachary. Mustang versus Mustang. These are the 4 drivers who are going into the finals. Here we go, guys. 4 cars left. Winner takes all. And let's see, all lined up. We got the Nova, the number 3, the Mach 1, and the 69. It's good to see 2 Mustangs in there in that lineup. And until next time, guys, this is the Mustang Hunter. Peace.